Awesome explosions! Just Cause 3's got 'em.
Now that's an explosion.
The story will have you believe it's about liberating the picturesque island nation of Medici from a mustache-twirling dictator. But considering it doesn't even care how many civilians you blow up in the process, we all know what it's really about. Ridiculous, over-the-top action, physics-based comedy, and impressive destruction in a vast sandbox world. In those areas, Just Cause 3 is at the top of its game. This map is absolutely huge, and how you choose to get from its sunny beaches and forests to its snowy peaks is a big part of the joy of it. There's fast travel, cars, planes, boats, and more, but learning to use Rico Rodriguez's unique combination of grappling hook, parachuting, and wingsuit to gracefully zip around is the most challenging and rewarding. There's a real skill to this. Plus, it's always tracking every move you make, pitting you against your friends list to create constant tiny challenges. Slamming face first into the ground always makes me smile through a cringe. Combat shares in that violent slapstick humor. You can, of course, shoot guys in run-and-gun fights, or among many other things, you can kick them, string them up, tie them together, or run up, slap an explosive charge on their faces and hit the detonator. That's doubly hilarious if you unlock the rocket booster bombs. Wonky physics are generally a great time, except when your freshly airdropped high-powered vehicle is damaged during shipping. Not everything in this world is destructible, but lots of things are. Enough that Just Cause 3 has some of the best and most empowering explosions this side of Red Faction Guerrilla. Combined with a good number of extremely potent weapons that can rain destruction down on everything in your path, it's a recipe for great moments. Enemies bolster the illusion of being an over-the-top action hero by being as dumb as bags of rocks. That works out because there are a ton of them, and they spawn out of nowhere. So even with Rico's ridiculous durability and recharging health, you can still get overwhelmed if you don't recognize when it's time to retreat. Just Cause 3's main problem is that liberating its dozens of towns becomes repetitive. You blow up everything with red on it, take over the police station, maybe kill a few specific enemies, then raise the rebel flag, and you're done. Most liberated villages reveal uninteresting challenges like race courses for cars, boats, and planes, and those in turn unlock some hit-or-miss new abilities for Rico. Then you do it again, and again, and again, sometimes as forced padding between story missions. Military bases are more fun to take over, since they'll throw a lot more hardware at you and give you more powerful vehicles to hijack. Some are custom built and feel unique, and unlock more interesting challenges. The story is a paint-by-numbers action plot where some of the characters know they're in a parody, while others never figure that out. Even developer Avalanche's writers seem to be getting a little sick of justifying these missions by the end of the 30-hour run.
It keeps the cow! Hey guys! Rico keeps the cow!
You are no longer my best friend.
Performance is an inconsistent issue. On one of the two PCs I played on, I saw generally great frame rates interrupted by some major slowdowns and stuttering, but the other PC was almost flawless. I saw occasional crashes, and some frame rate problems arose when huge explosions went off. I also wouldn't recommend playing without an SSD, because load times can be exceptionally long. Just Cause 3 is a playground where you get to be a physics-defying force of destruction, and its loop of liberating dozens of towns across this enormous scenic world would have gotten old much quicker if the combat weren't so full of options for free-form mayhem. Getting the most out of it requires some creativity and tolerance for bugs on your part, so come expecting to make at least some of your own fun. For more on Just Cause 3, stick with IGN.